it's me, Firefox, and in this little series of videos I'm going to be taking you through how I'm going to create the two very simple cosplays that I'm going to be doing for Sci-Fi on the Rock this year, which is a couple weeks from now. Which, and if some of you are hearing cosplay in 2 weeks, you're probably freaking out because, you know, that's not a lot of time. But these are actually very simple and easy to recreate yourself if you wanted to do so. I was on a little bit of a budget this year. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on cosplay and new costumes. So that's part of the reason, and the other reason is I didn't realize until, well, a little bit too late to do anything more extravagant that Sci-Fi on the Rock was on the very near horizon. Happens every year. Essentially, it's not a real character. This is kind of a creative cosplay in a way. I'm doing Ariel as if she was a human survivor in a zombie apocalypse universe, maybe kind of like The Walking Dead, for example. There was fan art on Tumblr that spawned this character originally, from what I understand. And SuperMaryFace did a cosplay of her as well, which is where I learned about it, and I thought it was pretty cool when she did it, and it always, like, it'd be pretty fun to do sometime. So I figured I'd put my own spin on that. Now, I'm keeping my hair short for that cosplay after much deliberation. Most people who do any kind of an Ariel costume will get the long red wig to wear, but I want to use my natural hair if possible, because I'm already a redhead. But that being said, I'm not quite the right red either for Ariel. Her hair is... she's a cartoon character, isn't she? I mean, her hair is this color. I'm gonna put you right here, Ariel. You're gonna sit on the couch with us for the rest of this video. So I'm actually going to be getting my hair colored a little bit. I'm getting some red toner put in it to make my natural red much brighter than normal. And the thing about toner is it will apparently just fade out and wash out of your hair. My friend who's doing it, she said it's going to be, it'll probably be back to my normal color in about a month. So it's very temporary, and I'm actually a little bit excited to see what my hair's gonna look like when it's that color. If it's any fun at all, maybe I'll keep it. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like certain people in particular in my family might freak out a bit when they see it, but who knows, whatever, it's my hair, I'm gonna do what I want. There. Enough rambling about hair. So for the rest of this, I've had to put a lot of thought into how to pick out certain elements of Ariel and the different clothes and different forms that she takes throughout the movie and make it into just normal human clothes, really. So when you think about it, there's 3 very well-known forms that she takes. There's her normal mermaid form that everybody knows, because that's how she spends a large part of the movie. There's the blue dress with the big blue bow on the back of her head that she wears during the Kiss the Girl sequence. And then there's the very poofy pink dress that she wears when she gets dressed up to go eat dinner with Eric during that one scene, I think. There actually might be a 4th. I think in the Disney princess like marketing material, a lot of times they put her in like a green sort of ball gown dress, but in my opinion that's not quite as well known as the other 3. So I've decided to go with the tried and true mermaid form to take inspiration from mostly. So that means my colors are green and purple and her red hair, of course. Now, what I liked about SuperMaryFace's cosplay was what she did to incorporate the green, which was mermaid scale green leggings. Now these I got off a store on Etsy. They're an imitation. These style leggings, from what I understand, became popular because Black Milk Clothing did a very expensive version of the exact same thing. These were about 20 bucks, I think they were, on the Etsy store that I bought them from. Showed up rather quickly, and I know that they look a little bit small, but they stretch a lot, and they're actually very comfortable. They're not as see-through as you might think. Like, I can, when I hold it up like this, see through it a little bit myself, but when you're wearing them, you don't. So that's good. To basically kind of distress them a little bit, I am going to be cutting some slits and using some fabric paint to kind of dirty them up a little bit. But that's what I'm wearing for the legs. And I figured that would help make it very clear that it's Ariel. Because I was a little nervous about the short hair and whether or not people would recognize me as being Ariel, the Little Survivor with short hair. But as long as I do a good job bringing in the other elements, I think it should be fine. And short hair for a survivor in a zombie apocalypse is actually much more realistic, which is kind of what I'm going for with the rest of this stuff. Because SuperMaryFace, as well, it was nice. A lot of her choices were not practical things that you'd see people who are trying to actually survive in the wild wear. Like, I'd be very cold if I was wearing short sleeves, for example, and just leggings. But anywho, for the top part, I needed to get a purple shirt. And I ended up actually getting a couple of options for that. Just because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to go for. So, it needed to be purple, like I said. So, one of my options is this little tank top here. Purple. It's a lighter purple, but it is about the same shade that I think her shells are in most material, so it would work. The thing about this, though, is where it's short-sleeved. It would look good, but wouldn't be very practical, so my original thought was to get some sort of a jacket or something to go over it. And I found this leather jacket, actually, which I may wear anyway, because it's cute, that I thought it would be pretty cool to put over it. Now, that option, though, I'm not dead set on, because I don't think with the brown leather jacket that it would be as recognizable as Ariel. Brown would work, because I've seen brown work for Ariel, other kind of Ariel mashup cosplays, like the steampunk one that I've seen floating around on Pinterest, I think it is, for a little while. But not my first choice. This, I think, might work better, just overall. It's a purple button-down shirt. And so with this one, what I would do is fray it up a little bit, add some tears in the arms, and distress it a little bit with some fake blood and that sort of thing. And it should probably look cool. I might even just wear this underneath it, depending on how it fits once I get it all together. Now, in case you're wondering, these all came from Value Village once again. This shirt was $4.99. This one was $2.99. And the leather jacket was $10. So very, very cheap. Very affordable so far. The most expensive thing that I had to drop money on, actually, for this cosplay has been these. And I tried purposefully to find a very cheap pair because I knew I was going to be tearing them up and not re-wearing them for anything. And that was the best I could do. So, in terms of accessories, I'm gonna need a few things, right? Like, the only things that I could think of that Ariel has, there's the bag that she wears when she goes through shipwrecks to kind of find treasures that you see at the very beginning of the movie. It's actually kind of a hobo bag, like, and I'm not, before anyone starts laughing at me calling it a hobo bag, that's actually a legit bag style, FYI. So I found a pattern, that's what I'm trying to say, on Pinterest for a hobo bag, and I'm going to make it out of a brown material because it's brown in the thing. I just picked up a little bit of fabric from Walmart. I figure this should work for the bag here. I might need to get a second roll, maybe not, we'll see. It's not very big, and bonus, it's going to double as a purse for me that day. Like it. In terms of other things, I'm probably going to carry a fork with me because I figure that would be pretty funny and recognizable because, you know, she comes here with a fork in the movie. Also, I have the knife that I've used in my American McGee's Alice cosplay. I'm going to be taking that with me and possibly tucking in a belt or something. I'll put a picture of that in case you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say the knife from my American McGee cosplay. I also had picked up a set of thigh holsters and plastic guns from the Spirit of Halloween, which you can buy stuff online from all the time, so they're kind of great for quick, like cheap little costume accessories that you may not want to craft 100% yourself, like this. I can't remember how much the holsters actually cost, but this is essentially what they look like. And there's a thigh garter and a little belt for them to hook onto. Not super great quality, but they don't really need to be. Nothing about this really needs to be great quality because it's all going to be distressed and beaten up and that sort of thing anyway. It did come with these 2 orange plastic guns. So fair warning, it does tell you in the ad that you get plastic guns to go with it. But these are not the ones in the picture. No. These basically look like water guns. I don't think I'll be taking them to the convention because the convention has fairly strict rules on model firearms. Like if these were very cartoony, over the top, not normal gun replicas, you know, I'd probably get away with it, but these are still at the very least shaped like normal guns, and if I were to paint them and try and bring them with me, I might not be allowed to bring them in. So, not gonna wear those. For more than just the fact that they very obviously are cheap, stupid looking guns. Anywho, another thing I got were some little fingerless gloves, because I figured they would be useful in an apocalypse situation, just because, you know, you're gonna be climbing over wire fences and stuff like that. These would kind of give your hands a little bit of protection, plus they look cool. And lastly for the cosplay, and I'm not sure 100% if I'm going to wear it or not yet, but Mary had a beanie, and I was like, yeah, I could see you wearing a beanie, so I have a little one here. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I'll play with it and see, but that's another option. So this is all the supplies, or all the pieces for the costume. In the next few videos, what we're going to be doing is actually sewing the pieces that I need to sew and distressing the clothing that I need to, like the pants, for example. So, let's get to that.